I'm going to give you 3 reasons why the new Civic Hatch Hybrid is the best hybrid to go to. We're showcasing the 2025 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport Touring in Meteorite Gray Metallic over Black. We have 200 horsepower. You're getting 50 MPGs for the city. So the everyday drive is going to be easy. And you have more than enough power. It's beating pretty much everybody in its class. And who would have thought a hybrid Civic would have this much horsepower? I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides. I'm going to talk about some pros and cons to reveal the 3 reasons why this is the best hatchback to get. LED headlights and daytime runnings that configure into the honeycomb portion of the grille, the Honda badging in the front. The lower is going to get the matte black. Front parking sensors, over 5 inches of clearance, 45 MPGs for the city. That's what you're getting out of this 2-liter, 4-cylinder hybrid engine. I mean, when you're considering 200 horsepower with 232 pound-feet of torque paired to the eCVT transmission that's basically bulletproof, I mean, it's a win-win because this is an everyday vehicle, but now it's more faster than the Prius. It's going to be faster than the Hyundai. Now, when you're putting that into content, that's the first reason why I would go this route, because typically when you go hybrid, it's like a retired car. You're just getting it to get great MPGs. Not with Honda. Keeping it sporty with 18-inch wheels, and I like this because it doesn't alter the suspension, because if you go into a Toyota Camry SE, it's a 19-inch wheel, and it does change the suspension. It makes it more sporty. They also add a sport-tuned suspension. Here, you're getting a McPherson strut front suspension, a multi-link rear suspension. The hatchback has that European design to it, so it's a hot hatch, but it's saving on fuel. Gloss black on the side view mirrors. You'll get the integrated turn signals with a moonroof, shark fin antenna. The second reason why I would go this route is because you get the styling, you have the performance. Both 2 of those things you never get when it comes to a hybrid. And I mean, look at the rear. You're getting a diffuser, LED tail lights, reverse sensors, a reverse camera. They've lowered the weight for the hatch when they did the redesign, so it's lighter than the prior gen, and you got more performance. And I'm not trying to stress that, but even Toyota with the Prius, because they have upped the horsepower and torque, they've upped the speed to the vehicle, they really stress that it's not going to drive like a snail. But when you go Civic, now you're passing everybody in class and getting near the best MPGs. Quick release, going into 24.5 cubic feet of storage. You can move this privacy cover here. Underneath the floor, get some storage. And to split fold the rear bench, it's a hatchback, so I can do so in the back. I'm at 6'3". It's gonna be a little bit heavy on the seats, but it folds down nice and flat. It's going to maximize the cargo capacity to the Civic Hatch. The key fob to the Civic Hatch. 10-way power seat adjustment for the driver. 4-way power seat adjustment for the passenger. Heated front seats, leather wrapped seats. The interior will get the honeycomb pattern that goes into the center of the dash. 12 speakers through Bose. Plenty of legroom for the passenger with a 9-inch infotainment that comes out of the dash. Let's fire it up. Dual climate control settings. USB port 12 volt. Wireless charging pad, leather around the shifter and the steering wheel. Multi-function, paddle shifts for the regenerative braking, 10.2 informational display that can go through an array of different content for the driver. It is also customizable. The 9-inch infotainment screen, it has Google Maps, Google Assist, Google Play, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius XM AM, FM, streaming, Bluetooth audio. Put it into reverse. You get a reverse camera, the trajectory expands. You can click on this little menu down here and change the camera layouts. And you'll have this sporty style that comes into play. It's going to be soft to touch, opens up into a deep storage pocket. Leg space for the front, it's more than enough. Sport pedals and the headroom taken care of at 6'3". Moonroof, LED interior lights, door panel and dash configuring together. You're gonna have the gloss black here, and they put a panel of it right here. One touch up and down. For the front windows, it's soft to touch where it needs to be, with about the same size storage pocket that's in the Accord. For the back seats, this is the opening that you have to fit 2 more with the cup holders and armrest down. There isn't any USB ports, air vents. You get storage behind the passenger seat. Storage is a little bit smaller here. It's still soft to touch. I like that they've at least added this here so they are not lacking in the materials. Because even this part here, they put the same materials that's in the front. Leg space is more or less carved out. Headroom, it's a hatchback and I have plenty of it. Sliding into the center, the floor isn't flat. You're going to be sharing a little bit of feet space, but leg and shoulder space is going to be a little bit more shared because this contours inwards. Otherwise, it would be really good for the size of this vehicle and even headroom. I mean, when you're thinking about my height, I usually wouldn't be sitting in the center. Turn radius to start off this hatchback hybrid. Now, if you drive it like that, there's no point of buying a hybrid. But it's gonna take me to some pros and cons right off the bat. I like the interior of the Civic. It's very minimal, but it gives you everything you need, like Google Maps, Google Assist, Google Play, dual climate control settings, wireless charging pad. You are lacking on charging ports though. You don't get any in the back. No rear vents. At least we get some cup holders. The storage in the back also lacks. And when you're considering maybe I want this over a midsize sedan, it can make it a little bit harder even though you got more cargo capacity because it's a hatchback. It's pretty quiet in the interior. When you go past 25 to 40% of the engine, you're gonna hear it. Otherwise, it's pretty seamless inside. The suspension holds itself good. 18-inch wheels, so you're not feeling that much of imperfections, and these roads are actually pretty good, so it makes the drive even more comfortable. The seat cushion is a little bit firm for my liking. No manual cushion extensions, and the seat itself isn't that long. So it kind of has the same thing with Toyota, where your knees are going to be up in the air. And it goes in the same thing with Honda. Unfortunately, they just need to make the seats a little bit larger when it comes to these vehicles. Going against competition, the Elantra, this is going to be a little bit better of a value. You get more performance. Going against Toyota, this could literally go up to a Camry, and you're going to have maybe 1 or 2 MPGs less. That's why this is still one of the best in class. I like how they carve out the headroom too, because when you're thinking hatchback, you typically feel that you're going to lose headroom, and that's not the case. I literally have about 3 inches in the front, maybe about 3 in the back. 6'3", that usually doesn't equate to this type of vehicle. So you're gaining cargo capacity. You are losing some storage in the door cards. That could be better. And even behind the driver's seat, not receiving any storage sleeve there. So there is some things that they need to tweak, especially on that side. And under $35,000 fully loaded, that's the final reason why you should consider this. Because it's not only sporty, it not only gets great MPGs, but pricing to get all the features that you get in this vehicle, it's large enough for a family so you don't have to go to a larger sedan, and it boasts more cargo than anybody in its class. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Check this next video out. And I'd like to thank our friends here at Ocean Honda